these days. Can't play no game these days. Ask me how did I do it, I grind, I pray. I am under influence, I'm miles away. These days.
People are going to call you crazy, right up until the point that it starts to work. They don't understand you in the beginning. They'll judge you. They'll question you. They'll even laugh at you. But you know what's the most important? The dream isn't meant for them. It's meant for you to understand. So there's a part in the journey that not a lot of people talk about, and it's the judgmental zone, the judgmental phase, from the outside looking in. Now in this video, I want to talk about why people call you crazy or look at you crazy, or they even slide out of your life while you're in this journey of transitioning into the person you're meant to be, into the person that God put into your heart and your mind to be. Now, there's a phase in every journey where nothing makes sense to anybody on the outside looking in. They'll start to judge you because you're moving different, you're thinking different, you're doing things that is outside of their comfort zones, so they become uncomfortable. When you no longer want to go out and spend money and save money, they look at you strange. When you don't want to go outside anymore, but you want to sit on the weekends and study, use that time wisely. They don't want to do things that will take them out of their comfort zone, and they don't want you to leave them inside their comfort zone. So they'll start to call you crazy, or they'll start to slide out of your life, which it can be a bad thing. It can feel bad, but at the end of the journey, you'll see that you have to drop some people off, or it's not time for them to understand it yet. So things that are unfamiliar to the outside looking in will always be strange. But to you, you know you have a mission, you have a journey and a goal that God put inside your heart. So you have to go for it, or it will eat in the back of your head until you actually do it, or you live in regret. And we're not trying to live in a regret. We're living in a opportunity phase or environment right now where right behind me, the computer has everything you need. In my hand, even my notes for this video has everything you need. The touch of your hand. So the excuses are really out of the window. And that's one of the reasons why people look at you crazy, because they have the same opportunity to do this and they don't take advantage of it. Here's something you have to accept early. Your dream is not a group project. You're not here to gather everyone's comments, questions, concerns about the journey that God put inside of you. That doesn't matter. God put it inside of you for a reason, and he said faith without works is dead. So you have to put in the work. Trust the process. If you continue to take in everyone's comments, everyone's concerns, that will stop you dead in your tracks. You'll fall victim to the comments, to the little smirks, the little comments they give to you when you're at a family function, or what is so-and-so doing nowadays? Have you seen their YouTube videos? Have you seen what they've been posting on Instagram and stuff like that? Yeah, it's out of the norm. But until it starts to work, or when it works, they'll understand. Keep grinding and put your head down. Like I always say in my videos, put your head down and keep grinding. This mission is for you and you only, until it's time for everyone else to understand. The next stage is also the lonely stage, where you feel like you're left out. You feel like people are starting to slip out of your life. You feel like you're losing people left and right. You are losing your old habits, but you're also gaining new habits to push you forward instead of what's always keeping you stagnant. You have to trust the vision. You have to trust the process every time. And when it gets hard, you have to trust the vision and you have to trust the process. But let's be real though, belief is not enough. You have to put in the work. Yeah, it seems great. You have all the motivation in the beginning. But once that motivation dies, you have to rely on your discipline. And discipline, like I say, is self-love. So when it doesn't feel like you have the support of your family, friends, or the outside, you stick to your discipline, because you know at the end, your end goal is success, is the freedom. But the middle is the hardest part. It's the hardest part of the journey. When you start, you have all the momentum and all the energy. When you end, you have all the victory, all the success. But that middle, that dash, is where we win or we lose. We make or we break. So you cannot rely on the outside understanding what you have going on. You have to rely on what's within and talk to God along the journey. He'll give you the strength that you need. He'll give you the knowledge that you need, the discernment, the understanding, and he'll give you the energy and the strength to keep going when you reach those obstacles, because there will always be obstacles in your way when you're trying to better yourself. There's never any obstacles when you want to relax, sit back, chill, stay stagnant, and continue to be the baseline of society, to be honest. Last but not least, if they don't understand right now, then that's actually great. They get to see your journey from up close. They get to see the grind that you put in, the blood, sweat, and tears that you put in up close. It's not something they see on YouTube or someone they don't know. That's a good thing they don't understand, because when it does start to work, because the work works. When it does start to work, they'll sit there and see, hey man, I know when he started and it looked kind of shaky, but now I see what he's doing, man. I see what she's doing. It's working. So they're no longer judged. Some might want to hop on, or some might be up in the air. But if you keep going, you'll have plenty of people who want to join your journey as well. So put in the work. Don't stop. Cut out the outside noise. Yeah, they'll call you crazy. Good. Because it's crazy to go for your dreams, and it's also crazy to stay where you don't want to be, at the bottom, at the level that you are most comfortable in. Let them call you crazy until you see success, and they'll come running for the blueprint. With that being said, stay strong. We got this. We're all in this journey together. I'm not alone. You're not alone. So in the comment section, tell me where you need help at, what you're working on, how far you are in your journey. And always remember, when you step outside, be a blessing. This life is not always about you. Acts of service is the number one thing in this life that we all should do. It makes the world a better place. So be a blessing and be a better person. And I see y'all. That's my alarm. I'm out for real.